Number 25, the Haiti earthquake, resulting in over 300,000 deaths and leaving over a tenth of Haiti's population homeless. The country is still in shambles to this day. Number 24, Hurricane Katrina. Much like Haiti, New Orleans still hasn't fully recovered from the devastation. Number 23, the Great Kanto earthquake. In 1923, a devastating earthquake shook Japan. The photo you see here was the aftermath of a fire tornado decimating a refugee camp with almost 40,000 people. Number 22, the Hungary disaster. After a reservoir exploded in Hungary in 2010, both animals and people were smothered and burned by the acidic and forceful blast. Number 21, the Bola cyclone. The year 1970 was not nice to the countries of Bangladesh and India. With the Bola cyclone engulfing the two nations, they experienced one of the worst natural disasters in history with over 500,000 casualties. Number 20, the Mount St. Helens eruption. Spewing ash and gas over 15 miles into the atmosphere and blanketing more than 11 states, vehicles over 10 miles from the blast were melted like candlesticks from the mind-blowing heat. Number 19, the Pakistan floods. When almost a fifth of Pakistan was flooded in 2010, thousands of people died due to an outbreak of diseases like malaria, cholera, and diarrhea. Number 18, the Great Smog. As a result of some strange weather patterns, almost all of London's coal emissions were redirected right back down onto the city. Because it already had a good bit of grey fogginess to it, no one noticed anything unusual until thousands of people had already died. Number 17, the Queensland floods. In 2010, nearly the entire Australian state of Queensland was declared a disaster zone after severe floods destroyed the region and caused massive evacuations. Number 16, the East Coast Superstorm. Known as the Storm of the Century, the entire eastern seaboard of the United States was affected. Several hundred people died in snowstorms, while dozens more were lost at sea, and numerous houses crashed into the ocean up and down the coast. Number 15, the Deepwater Horizon oil spill. Also known as the BP oil spill, it flowed unabated for 3 months into the Gulf of Mexico, causing extensive damage to marine life and severely crippling the fishing and tourism industries. Number 14, the Mecca Stampede. In recent years, Mecca has been the site of numerous deadly incidents resulting from uncontrollable crowds. Number 13, the Lake Nyos outgassing. After a deadly cloud of carbon dioxide gas covered the country of Cameroon in 1986, over 1,700 people lost their lives along with a number of animals and livestock. The cloud was emitted by Lake Nyos that sits atop a long dormant volcano. Apparently deadly gases had built up in the lake crater over hundreds of years. Number 12, the Guatemala sinkhole. In 2007, about a dozen homes in downtown Guatemala City slid down into a sinkhole about 30 stories deep. Number 11, the Indian Ocean tsunami. It began in the Indian Ocean as a result of the third largest earthquake on record and ended with over 250,000 people dead. Number 10, the Sindh floods. This particular part of Pakistan was hit especially hard during the flooding. In fact, you can see how, with nowhere to go, millions of spiders climbed up into the trees, turning them into oversized cotton candy sticks. Number 9, Kalapana lava flows. Although this photo was taken in 2010, the lava has been flowing through Kalapana, Hawaii for roughly 30 years, destroying several villages in that time. Number 8, Mount Pinatubo eruption. Although it looks like a scene straight from Hollywood, this photo was taken by Albert Garcia during the eruption of Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines in 1991. It was so bad that it decreased the temperature of the entire northern hemisphere for the next several years. Number 7, Bangor fire tornado. Near Bangor, United Kingdom, in 2008, photographer Simon Gray photographed this rare and destructive phenomenon that's seldom captured on camera. Number 6, the Yellow River floods. Probably the worst disaster in history in terms of a casualty count, the Yellow River floods of 1931 cost China nearly 4 million lives. Number 5, the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster. Only 73 seconds into its flight, the Challenger fell apart, leading to the deaths of 7 crew members. The reason for the disaster was determined to be a failed O-ring seal in the right rocket booster. Number 4, the Yellow River flood of 1938. Only 7 years after the last floods, these were anything but natural. Often considered the largest acts of environmental warfare in history, The Chinese government had several vital dikes destroyed in order to flood the river deliberately and stop the advancing Japanese. Although the tactic was successful, it came at the price of about 1 million Chinese civilian lives. Number 3. The Titanic. Exactly 100 years ago, the Titanic sank beneath the waves of the North Atlantic. The photo you see here was taken aboard the Carpathia, one of the primary rescue vessels. Number 2. The World Trade Center attacks. Few disasters in history have affected more lives than the 9/11 attacks, and in this now famous photo you witness the body of Father Michael Judge, beloved chaplain of the New York Fire Department, being pulled from the rubble. And number 1. The Armero disaster. When the city of Armero, Colombia, was decimated by a nearby volcanic eruption in 1985, tens of thousands were killed by flooding and debris. The most famous victim, however, was Omaria Sanchez. For 3 days, rescue crews tried to free her from the debris, but simply did not have the resources or ability to do so. All the rescuers could do was sit with her as she talked, sang, and prayed with them. She even said goodbye to her mother on international news as the world looked on helplessly. The photograph you see here drew international attention to a tragedy that could have been prevented with better planning from officials.